Well, tough day at the ballpark for us. That's an understatement. Got to give Duke credit in the fifth and sixth inning. 2 outs. I thought we played a good defensive ball game. Unfortunately, made an error with 2 outs in the fifth, and then they came up with a big 2-out double to score a couple runs. And then in the sixth inning, we balked in a run and another 2-out hit, gave them a big inning. And you look at our at-bats today, felt like we squared the ball up fairly well. Wind was blowing in. Thought we hit, some fly balls that, had a chance to do something with. But on a day like today, they stay in the ballpark. We needed to stay on top of the ball a little bit more. Hit low-line drives. Had 10 hits today, but only scored 3 runs. Had an opportunity in the fourth, get a bunt down, unable to do that. And then we hit into a double play with runners on first and third. Had an opportunity to get another run there. So, again, it's one swing of the bat here. It's one pitch here that's costing us right now. I think, and obviously we're on a tough streak right now, and 4 of those losses have been within 2 runs. So, we just got to step up at the plate and swing the bats with runners on base, and we just got to continue to try to find the answers on the mound. I actually thought we threw the ball very well today. I thought Brooks was outstanding for us today, and Holt battled for us. We needed him to battle for us, and he certainly did. So proud of both of those guys. I thought they both pitched well. We put a lot of balls in play today, only had 5 strikeouts. But Duke did a great job of filling up the strike zone and playing to the ballpark, pitching to the ballpark today. It was a tough ballpark to hit in today. Thought Justin Hawkins put a real good swing on the ball early in the game with a runner at first base. A lot of times that ball is going to get in the gap for a double and score a run, but give their center fielder credit. He made a really nice play. So, overall, again, we had more quality at bats than they did, but they found a way to win simply because of the 2-out hits, and, we didn't have one of those today. So, Duke, wins the series, and we just got to keep fighting our way through it, and hopefully Hennessy can give us a chance tomorrow, and offensively we can find a way to be a little bit better.
Do you shake up the lineup more, or what do you do to try to get that 2-out?
I don't know. That's a good question. Again, we'll look at the matchup. We don't know who we're facing tomorrow, but. Quite honestly, we moved Jayhawk in there to see if he could give us a spark, and quite honestly, I feel like he's given us some pretty good at-bats. So, like what he's doing. James has been in and out of the lineup some. James put together some good at-bats for us today. The 2 guys that have kind of moved in there that haven't been in there necessarily every day for us, I actually feel like are giving us some pretty good at-bats. I think the biggest thing right now, and there's nothing we can do about it, the biggest thing right now is, we got to get 1 through 5. We got to get at least 3 of those guys going. Right now it's, Hall has a big day, but yet, we don't get a whole lot, from the other guys in the lineup. We need to find a way, and that's baseball. We got to find a way to get 2 or 3 hitters in the top half of that lineup hot at the same time, because right now it looks like, the bottom half of the lineup, we've been getting some pretty good at-bats. So if we can get the top half of the order swinging the bat a little bit better, we got to be able to find a way to get runners in from in scoring position a little bit better, then we're going to be okay. So I feel like we're real close, but, we just got to keep pressing forward.
Any update on Clark or kiddos?
Yeah, Clark's out. Is going to be out tomorrow. I don't want to take any chances with him right now. I feel like he's going to be okay by next weekend, but he will be out. T.O., I will find out probably on Monday just kind of what his timetable is looking like. I think he has a follow-up appointment. All the indications is that he's going to be okay. Could be back by next weekend, but yet I think his appointment on Monday will determine a lot.
You have a team that's not used to losing and going through struggle. What's your message to them when they go through a stretch like this?
There's only one way to get through tough times, and that's to fight your way out of it. It's really that simple. We're not screaming and yelling at them and getting on them, anything like that. I got fired up pretty good today in the dugout, I would say. But, quite honestly, a lot of it is, a little bit of frustration, but we gotta have some fire. We gotta fight our way out of it. It's really that simple. I think that right now we're probably, maybe trying to do a little bit too much Coaches typically say that when things aren't going well. I actually think we've had pretty good at-bats the last 2 days. So I can't necessarily say that's the answer, but we got to show some fight. We got to show some fire and some energy. I felt like the back half of the game we had some energy and some fire, but we need that from pitch one. We need nine innings of fight and fire and energy in the dugout. I feel like that's the big thing right now is we just got to keep fighting. I don't know how else to put it. I'm going to keep fighting. One thing's for sure, I'm going to show up here every day ready to go to work, ready to fight, and try to bring good positive energy in the dugout. And, I expect the same out of the guys. And, hopefully we can do a better job of that tomorrow.
The fire and energy thing, do you feel like you have the leaders to kind of get the guys going and get it?
Yeah, I think so. I think part of it too is, when we've been kicked a little bit here lately, and it's tough. Our guys aren't used to that. Adversity's something that you just got to face head on, and sometimes it's this game is hard, and losing is tough. It's tough on everybody. It's tough on coaches. It's tough on the players. It's tough on all of them. But bottom line is, you can't feel sorry for yourself. You just got to fight your way out of it. And we're going through some tough times right now. We got some young players. We've got some older players that haven't necessarily went through this before, so it's certainly new. But we got to deal with it. That's the bottom line. There's no excuse or anything like that. We just got to deal with it, and we got to keep fighting our way through it.
Did you get an explanation on the ball call?
No, I didn't, and I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying he didn't balk, but from what I didn't see anything that was blatant. Now maybe the umpire did, but I didn't see anything blatant. I'm not saying that Holt didn't balk. I'm not saying that. I hadn't had a chance to look at the video. Obviously, the home plate umpire saw something, and he was adamant about it. So. That was tough. And if he did balk, then, we got to be accountable for it. We got to know, in that situation, we can't flinch or, whatever he saw. I didn't see it, but the home plate umpire obviously saw something that, that he was crystal clear that he balked. So I just got to take a look at it on video and kind of see what he saw. I hadn't had a chance to even look at it yet.